Well, hey there, welcome back, or at least I hope you're back. I'm back anyway. Just watched the first ever recording I've done, and looking for little flaws, things I can improve on, trying to figure out how it all went. And all in all, I must say I actually liked it a lot better than I thought I would. I know another YouTuber I listened to, I heard him say once, your first 100 videos don't even matter because no one's gonna see them anyway. So I don't know how strictly I want to stick to that belief. I'm sure. I mean, no one's gonna really see these anyway. Um, but you never know how quickly things could pick up. So if there's a way I can improve or make something a little bit better here and there, then I'm gonna try to do it. But for now, It's only been a couple minutes since I last recorded, so I'm gonna try to just carry on through this session and doing what I was doing. And first thing I noticed was the mouse clicks, and that's probably gonna drive some people crazy eventually as I go around clicking and clicking. People are probably gonna get frustrated with that, but for right now, it's gonna just have to be the way things are. But yeah, just to carry on as I was from the last video's discussion line, kind of the goals of what I'm trying to do here. Um, just to let you know what to expect. I'm looking for daily postings, daily videos going up of this kind of thing. Um, Moving from project to project, these small little meaningless little animations at first, then dive into some, like I said, pulling back the veil on the NLSS animations that I'm going to be trying to do. Then going into some of my own stuff if there's time, and just seeing how things progress and how if we can track sort of my improvement in skills and track the quality and the consistency on the channel. And plus, also, I mean, in full disclosure, I'm hoping to kind of improve my speaking abilities for real life as we do this. Just sitting here talking for an amount of time. Maybe get used to the sound of my own voice. Get used to the chance to just ramble on. This one here, I'm gonna make just kind of twist and contort into all kinds of different shapes, maybe as we go. We got up and down movement and then a pivoting movement. Very simple. Let's try to do something a little bit weirder. That was the eye. Ended at 3. Maybe we'll tighten this up later, maybe. I don't know. Right now I'll go at 1 second gaps. It's going to end up being a huge video, but we'll just go at 1 second gaps for now. What was this? Why is this existing? This should not exist. What in the world is this? There's no U. The U is the U. Okay. So you're actually a U then. Congratulations, you've just been promoted. Excellent. Yeah, so my own talking and speaking ability could always use improvement. I'm always looking to better myself in some way, and out in the real world doing my work. Getting used to myself talking and expressing a coherent thought. I used to be a lot better at expressing. I was a lot better in a lot of ways, apparently. But expressing and talking and speaking for a sizable amount of time on end. Did this work? I don't know if this worked. I want these. Moving individual points is not something I'm very good at. And I don't think you're really meant to move individual points like this. It's meant more to do your bone rigging and stuff and set everything up using bones and layers and moving entire layers at a time. But I don't really know how you can do that for a lot of things. A lot of times you need just a subtle little change that just moving a point here or there usually accomplishes. Maybe we'll reset these or send these back as part of it, and it will just that will start. We'll cycle that back to 96. So that'll keep going. I think. No, it won't. Okay. But yeah, I mean, when I was in university, I was, you'd have to do some public speaking and get up in front of a group of 13, 20 people, talk about some boring topic, history lesson, what were the Russians doing in this 1912, and oh man, you got to talk for 20 minutes on that. And it's like, really? Is that what I'm paying you for? But yeah, apparently it is what I was paying them for. And so I got used to talking and got a little more comfortable with the sound of my own voice and making people listen to what I had to say. And then I stopped having to do that so much and kind of got lazy again with some of that stuff and a little bit more unsure. I don't know how this is going to end up cycling back, but I got some weird stuff going on here. You know what? That's the whole point of this one, is to be a little bit weird, so it probably isn't going to matter. And then, yeah, I got lazy with self-improvement and kind of keeping certain talents sharp. Throughout high school, I mean, I considered myself a pretty smart guy. By the end of high school, I had a little bit of popularity, or a circle, small but close circle of friends, and we had a good time. But oh jeez. Yeah, this is not going right. If I cycle this back to 96, what's going to happen? I think I've botched this entirely. Too much talking and trying to work at the same time, but that was the whole point of this, so I'll have to figure... Oh, the obvious point is I didn't set those to start. That was foolish. That was foolish. So these ones need a starting point. I'm never going to be able to tell where they started. So let's scratch this whole thing. We'll do this a lot more simpler here. We'll do this in just three sections here. We'll do kind of a right side top, and we'll do a left side top, and then we'll do a bottom. So every point on this one and over will be the top right. This point and over will be the top left, and we'll grab a few here. That'll be the bottom. We'll just do 3 simple little movements here and kind of elastic themselves out and then whip back. So what was I saying? Oh yeah, self-improvement and just sharpening. Not even self-improvement. That sounds like such a pretentious kind of thing. But just, keeping your what skills that you have identified kind of sharp, And I had a small group of friends that, we were pretty close, and I was, pretty active in and amongst them, and reasonably well liked. And, we had some fun and did some things, and then moved on, and then kind of lost that. Wasn't really so much focused on speaking and being social, and it was a lot more just work for school. Focused on that, focused on family, and I've done it again. Unbelievable. Unreal. Can this be changed? I don't know if I've ever changed this. Oh yeah. So a lot of that talking and being social and being, the little, honestly, to some extent, the confidence kind of took a back seat to doing the schoolwork, and eventually got a job and tried to be good at the job. And that's when I learned, when if I had a particular task I could set myself to, some topic, I could talk, I could express what I was trying to get across at any point, objective, something I was trying to explain. It was possible, and I think those skills will end up coming back, and I think we'll see them kind of come out of me as this goes on. I was in an office setting, for my first major real job, and had to explain things to customers and co-workers, and I was, as successful as anybody is successful. I mean, I didn't graduate to CEO and anything silly like that, but I knew my stuff, and I could do what I had to do. So I'm hoping that in the topic of animation, that's going to happen again, and we're going to see that kind of stuff, that kind of personality come out, and help make for some interesting videos that people actually want to watch and enjoy. So no, squeeze this guy out. That's going to be like a big old swollen toe. And then we'll just bring it back. That should be pretty simple. Again, nothing too groundbreaking, but 96. So this is going to throw the cycle off a little bit because we're on. Yeah, that's fine. It's going to have to be what it's going to be, right? And I still do want to get that bottom piece going out. I do want that. We're going to throw in a third on the 1 second mark here. We'll throw in, we'll just blob out this whole bottom half for some reason. Who knows? These letters are just trying to burst out of their seams. We've drawn them in nice lines, and they just want to burst right out and do their own thing. They do not care about being letters. They got their own stuff to do. I think it was these ones. I hope it was these ones. We're going to pop. Shoot. No, we're going to go back to here. We're going to start this over. We're going to mark these ones. Boom. No, what am I doing? We're back to here. We want to grab these ones, and we're going to mark them as their base point. Boom. Right there. Then they can start doing their own thing. They will have to listen to me somewhat, but after that, they are going to have a life of their own. And then just cycle it back. There we go. So humor is a big part of what I want to do here. It's going to be a dry humor. It's kind of strange, maybe. But in the long run, it might come across what I'm trying to do. My personality will come out, that sort of drive, just bone dry sense of humor. Silly at times, but mostly just and very critical, critiquing, and maybe we'll try to do that. We'll try to incorporate. Oh, that would be neat if we could. I don't know how the formalities of that work. If there'd be a problem, again, if people actually start seeing these videos, it might become a problem. But incorporating some NLSS stuff in here somehow. If I throw on an episode in the background and just have the audio and maybe kind of respond to what's going on and get my sort of quips and talk about ideas that any particular conversation or any particular NLSS episode kind of inspires in me. Oh, and talk about what a good video that might make in the future. And that'll help, bring some life to what's going on here. Because just me talking is, even if I do get better, is still going to be pretty one-dimensional. If we can incorporate some other stuff going on, that might end up paying off in terms of increasing engagement and people actually wanting to listen. Oh, this one, yeah, maybe an N will do like spreading the arm. I just made a hand gesture as if you could see what I was talking about. But maybe spreading, in the crotch here, I have one leg kind of kick out and one leg kick out to the other side. That'll be what that end does. I don't know if I want to handle that one right now or maybe move on to an O. An O would be, we'll do an O, a quick O work here. I always am in the mood for quick O work. And we will take this O and we'll just do a simple thing there. We'll expand it out and you're just going to get big because you just want to be a big O. And you're going to then slide back. And it's probably this one. Yeah. That one to reset you. And you're just going to cycle back like that. Nothing groundbreaking, but always try to give the big O its due. There we go. What have I done here? I've screwed it up again. I'll give you a chance to watch me troubleshoot anyway. As entertaining as that must be. And I didn't set up a timer, so I don't know. I know the first episode was a little short. Because I didn't set it for scale. I set the benchmark for the position. I didn't set up a timer. So I'm just going to go on a bit. The first one was a little short. Scale. Boom. But I don't want to drag on an episode just so it makes 20 minutes. But I also don't want to put up a whole bunch of 5, 10, 15-minute videos. I want something you can sit down and listen to. Watch if you want to watch what's going on here. Is that cycle too fast? Is that going to get annoying? We should tighten this up because there's really nothing going on in the beginning. That's not too bad. Not too bad. So we'll go through a couple more letters here before we call it for this episode. So maybe now we'll move on to that end before I forget. I will forget things. I tend to write down my ideas and whatnot because I've got notebooks all over the place here of story ideas. Oh, did I not allow myself the opportunity to split these out? Hey, I've got notebooks all around because I will forget ideas and things will get forgotten. How can we do this? This is just an overlay of, yeah. So that might be harder than I thought. I didn't make these ends as one. This is just all one big blob, as opposed to something that loops around, right? It's just a big blob with a white thing put over it to be deceiving. So my first idea might be a little bit tricky. Maybe I'll come back to this one. Again, like I said, I do forget things, but if I come back, change the N to have his own independent limbs here, and then we can have them kind of kick out like a little can-can thing going on here. And that'll be his mission in life, or her mission in life, I guess, whatever you prefer. The sea, there we go. Immediately, I'm looking at the sea, and I'm thinking, you know what? These big jaws of life here, they're going to open up and clamp down. That's the other, maybe we'll bring some life to that. Maybe we'll incorporate turning some of these into teeth. Put some jaws here, like he's about to bite down on something fierce. Tear into a big old piece of meat or something. Yeah, that could work. For now, we'll just do the movement of it opening and closing his jaws, though. I think we finished on the 6-minute mark. 6-second mark? 6 second is our next movement, yeah. So, yeah, we'll do that. We'll do just this big old pair of jaws here. And we'll have them, again, moving with just points. It's not the greatest, but quick and simple for us to do this here. So we're on 6 seconds. Yes, we are. Let's bump this up while I'm thinking of it. Yeah, I'm surrounded by notebooks. I come up with ideas. You know, something strikes me as funny. Or something, you know, an idea for a video I want to work on later. I'm listening to an NLSS somewhere else. Oh, next time I'm sitting down, I'm gonna want to do a video on that discussion about, you know, whatever, who knows what. I wonder how this is gonna look when it comes to life here. This is gonna be strange, isn't it? That's okay, whatever. We can handle that. We can handle that. So it's those 3 points, and you will then reset. Boom. Sure. Boom, boom, boom. Yeah. So that's your mission in life. And then right below we'll have these 3 points doing the exact same but opposite down here. And I write stuff down so I don't forget, and it ends up creating a situation where I've got notebooks and notebooks around me, and then I forget what's in the notebooks. So I'll go back and look through. Oh yeah, I remember that. I was going to do this. I was going to put, you know, an alpaca in a cornfield, and is that how it was? Whoop, that's not bad. Playing tennis, and it's like, what did that mean? And of course, if you know anything about the analysis, you might remember the whole tennis thing in corn. And then it comes down to remembering, and then trying to remember an episode something is from. I have scrawlings of dates and video numbers that things are, and just surrounded by information. So I'm hoping to work through this and get some of that stuff out of my head, get it off of my desk and out of my life, basically. It moves a little bit slow, but I don't want everything moving at the same pace either. This might get annoying, this throbbing, massive throbbing. Oh, we can go back and work on that after. I don't really care. This video shouldn't last. If we got, how many letters do we got? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 more to go. So we got about 2 or 3 more episodes out of this before this is done, and we never have to look at this again unless you want to come back and watch this. But yeah, it's looking fine for now. Very simple little things. A little bit of personality coming out in all these letters. I don't know, maybe we'll have one that has no personality. He just sits there like a miserable stuff. He's just surrounded by idiots and he just hates his life. This T with these drooping sort of, yeah, that'll be him. These drooping features. He's just, poor me. Surrounded by morons. Much like some people are in real life. But we're going to wait on that N. And what we're going to do with the D. Maybe, what we'll do, this will be neat. We'll do a one-time thing with this D, maybe. A one-time, instead of cycling back and having it just repeat, we'll have this one-time thing where the D, give me the D, and it's going to just, this might be a little tricky, but we'll be a little bit tedious. He's going to stretch over to the T, kind of aggravate him a little bit. He's going to reach over and give him a little nudge and say, hey, don't be such a friggin' stick in the mud, you know? Yeah. Just try to enjoy life a little bit, buddy. That's what we'll do. So that's the T's mission in life. He's going to just kind of aggravate the T a little bit. I'll take these points. There might be too many there. I don't know why there's so many wrapped around there. Yeah, this could be tricky, but I think we'll be okay. We'll just set that to this point. What did I grab? I grabbed all these. I'm sure there's better ways to do this. Again, I don't profess to know really even at all what I'm doing here. It's just a matter of enjoying and having a little fun with this stuff. Let's see what happens when we move it. Obviously, this is going to start to bow out and we're going to get some weird shapes, but we might be able to get the point across that, oh jeez. We might be able to get the point across that this guy is just wanting to aggravate his buddy over here a little bit. Oh yeah, that looks fine. Nothing wrong with that. So he's going to come over to there and he's going to pause there for just a split second. And then he's just going to kind of go, he's just going to have a little bit of a quick little, oh no wait, we need to undo that. This needs to happen just, not even a full cycle, because it's got to be quick. Like he's just poking him. He's just like, hey, come on. What are you doing? Get happy, man. Join the fun. We know we've got it in you. We know you've got it in you. And then, so what has he done here? He's poked. He's returned. He's waiting for a response. And then he's going to say, okay, fine. This guy's just a stick in the mud. That's fine. I'll just go back. And it's a one-time thing, so we don't need a cycle there. So let's just watch and see how this looks. Maybe we'll just, let's actually, before this happens, I'm going to put this on a loop, and we're just going to talk a little bit, and maybe I can get some clear thoughts out while we just watch this whole thing go before we cut this episode out. Here comes the D. Let me see it. Wait. And there we go. It's too fast. Already I know that's too fast, but we can fix that later. Like I said, if you are hanging around, if you're watching, I appreciate it. These are going to go on and on for the foreseeable future. I'm going to go grab a drink because my throat is dry. Like I said before, this is harder than I thought. So I'm going to have to come up with some tips and tricks that I can follow in the background here to make life easier so I can stick with this. But I'm enjoying it. This is going a lot better than I thought. 2 videos in, and I'm already liking what I'm accomplishing here. Just coming up with the nothing ideas like this would have been much more prolonged if I wasn't talking and set myself to a goal of recording throughout. And so I'm already liking the outcome on my end for my personal reasons. And then also, hopefully, the content is at least watchable, if not enjoyable. But we'll come back and we'll fix the D, fix the D a little bit. And yeah, thanks very much. See you soon.